through, but Satancon happened this last weekend, 28th through the 30th, happened in Boston. There is this video that was going around, and I found like a longer version of it to make sure we could see all of it, in which some of the people at it in their opening ceremony had this girl that was like ripping up the Bible and crap. Let's just watch this.
Opposition, and we stand here today in defiance of their siege and destroy their symbols of oppression. Symbols of oppression.
They're gonna rip up the Bible. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. That's your justice warriors, everybody. Those are your social justice warriors. Oh, man. Being pro-police, being pro-laws. Not I, said the statement. No, I cannot be pro-laws, they say. Oh, my gosh. Wow, they're so strong. They're so strong for being able to do all that. They're so strong. Okay, so they ended up, this Freedom News TV ended up following up with that girl, asking about what that meant, what that whole, them saying, "Hail Satan" and all that crap, what that actually meant to them. And so here, I have that video too of her explaining that, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about this explanation she has. Here is that video.
Destroy the symbols of the things that are cause harm, that oppress us, whether that is people's theocratic views, trying to instill theocratic rule in a supposed secular society.
We're not a secular society, you idiot.
Court utilizing their powers to decimate our rights, give power to those who are further taking our rights away from us. The symbol of the flag.
What rights are being taken away from you? What right in the Constitution? Where does it say a right that has been taken away? Show me. Because the Supreme Court, as she mentioned earlier, the Supreme Court doesn't decide what a right is. You want to know what decides a right is? 1, the Bill of Rights. 2, part of the Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are in that. 3, an amendment, because the 9th Amendment claims that the 9th Amendment says that while there could be rights that are not recognized yet that need to be added, and so an amendment could talk about a right, but that would have to go through Congress and also be justified, and then also have to go through the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court does not decide your rights. Abortion wasn't a right. What the Supreme Court decided in the most recent case that they're trying to get at when it came to abortion, what the Supreme Court decided is that Roe v. Wade was wrong, that there was never a right to abortion, period. That for 50 years, the government lied to you. The government told you that you might have had a right to abortion. What they decided is that that right to abortion never existed, period. Anyways, let's keep going with her explanation.
Was meant to represent the communities that the people in authoritative positions that use that to cause harm to those who need the most protection. They indoctrinate them into their worldviews based on fear and hatred.
We just had our opening ceremony, and it seemed to be very well received. We've got over 800 people registered to attend, and we've got panel discussions and presenters starting probably any minute now.
Destroy the symbol.
Oh my God, look at all them with their masks on and everything. And they say that we are indoctrinators. They say we are indoctrinators. And they got all their masks on. You had to wear a mask to be at this event. You had to be vaccinated. And they're destroying symbols of oppression. She says, symbols of oppression. You can't have the Bible because the Bible is so oppressive. You want to actually tell you why that's false. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Look, is it oppressive to say I can do things and I have strength because of what I believe in, because I have something that I do believe in that's higher than myself? These people that are they have become so vehemently against religion that they claim to be, they're really just atheists. They're atheists in cosplay. That's what they are. And Satan, don't get me wrong, Satan does love them, but they aren't preaching Satan's word. They aren't preaching Satan's word. They're out here pretending to be these Satanists simply because they think it'll make us really angry and everything. I think these people are just trolls, a lot of them. I think it's worth talking about what they're doing though, because they're trying to get into schools and everything with this ideology, and get to our children, and they want to claim that we're indoctrinators, right? Here's the real thing, is that religion gives people a purpose. Right? Religion gives people purpose. And the Bible is whether or not you even are a Christian, the Bible has answers to pretty much all of life's problems in some way. It does, absolutely. And again, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. And this scripture is usually oftentimes used to exalt profound accomplishment. So like when somebody does something really cool or really good for themselves, or just even something that's miraculous in some way, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But we must also recognize that inverse could also be true. I can do nothing without him. And what I mean by that exactly, if I can do nothing without him, that means you will not find a purpose. You will not have your greater purpose fulfilled without some level of faith in your life. There's a clear correlation between a faith-based society and a happy populace. According to Pew Research, religious affiliation has dropped 30% since the 1990s. I've talked about this on the show before. Religious affiliation has dropped 30% since the 1990s. Simultaneously, Generation Z, my generation, is 3 times as likely to say that their challenges are so severe that they thought they might be better off dead. Again, Generation Z is 3 times as likely to say their challenges are so severe that they thought they might be better off dead. Sounds really flippin' dramatic to me. Because it's not really, here's the thing, is so like today, Generation Z, what challenges do we have? Oh man, Stacy got the best new iPhone and I don't have that one. Sucks. Oh man, this really pretty girl posted a picture on Instagram, or this jacked dude posted a picture on Instagram, makes me feel self-conscious about my body. Dude, that sucks. My life is so hard. Man, I got an essay that's due. Oh man, my boss is trying to tell me I have to go into work. That's so bogus. What challenges do we have? We're not in the Great Depression, although the economy isn't in a good state either, but that's a different story. It's not the same kind of Great Depression that we had in the 1930s. We're not getting drafted and sent off to a war. We don't have a rampant disease that's killing off 50% of the population. What challenges do we have that are so hard? No, it's not a problem of challenges that are so severe. It's the lack thereof. It's the fact that we're not actually challenged. And I'm not saying that we need a plague, we need a war, we need anything like that, but it's the fact that we don't challenge ourselves even. When you don't believe that there's nothing more powerful than you out there, like a God, then virtually nothing challenges you, because you could challenge yourself through Christ. You could do fasts, days of prayer. There are challenges that God sets before us. But you have to recognize that there is a plan set forth by God to also then realize challenge. If there's nothing out there that challenges you because there's nothing higher than you, then self-servance becomes of utmost importance. You're working a selfish lifestyle. An everlasting vanity yields no fulfillment. And this sentiment has become emblematic of a lot of my generation. There is hope, though. We've seen revivals and everything go on, and there are some people that are starting to once again look into Christ, or just even look into religion, period.